that's held true. So I cut my teeth as an economic development officer, and I sat in a lot of meetings and had to learn to be comfortable with, you have a seat at the table, but it doesn't mean you need to say anything just yet. And I learned a lot then, and as I grew, I was promoted to an assistant economic development director, and I gained more responsibility and more latitude, grew some more, became deputy economic development director, and kind of stayed there for quite a while. And I'd have to pull my resume, I don't remember the exact time frame, where I was the number 2 person in the department and handling many things, industrial, commercial, workforce, and otherwise. But we also had people in the economic development department that were specifically responsible. So I did a lot with industrial recruitment, but because I was the second in command in that department, I dabbled in other things, but I heavily also focused mainly on infrastructure and commercial development, and then a lot of supplemental for industrial, all infrastructure, all permitting. And then I was the project manager for projects like GE Aviation, from start to finish, just for the recruiting process and day in, day out construction and everything that they do. So, I mean, I've learned a lot and had a lot of good experiences in those roles. And economic development, you have to know a little about a lot of things and a lot about some things. And because you're selling the city, and so to set up and set a path for me to, promote into the city manager's office, that background in economic development was invaluable, because you have cross-departmental training. You need to know what the library is doing. You need to understand the city schools, even though they're not a direct arm of the city. You need to understand, all the programs and things Parks and Recreation brings to the table. Everybody down to our litter crews plays a huge role in how people feel about Auburn. And so you learn a lot about how things are done, how the city works, and that was very helpful